All right, everybody, I'm super excited that you clicked the link to watch this video. In this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk you through the steps on how to get free Ethereum. This is a simple trading methodology that I use every single day to gain more cryptocurrency, ultimately to make more money. Okay, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do every day in this training video. So grab a pen, grab a sheet of paper, and take notes. Okay, take notes because I'm going to show you exactly what I do every day to make money in the cryptocurrency market. All right, so sit back and enjoy this training video lesson. Our trading view right now, trading view. That's the charts that I use. I like those charts. And then what I do is click on anything up top. Then I'm going, this is tradingview.com, and go to full featured charts. Let me show you what I did. This is really cool. By the way, yesterday Bitcoin took a complete dump. Okay, so here, if I, what are we at here on? Let's see here, Bitstamp. Let me go to Coinbase, and I'm just typing in BTC USD, and then I'm going to go over here to the one that says Coinbase. And I had already drawn this triangle. So we're in this descending triangle formation, and then, you know, one of the things about a descending triangle is it's either going to bounce around here, eventually break to the north, or break to the south. And in this particular case, shattered that. Now, what's the price target? So I'm not really too familiar with these charting package. I use TTM Squeeze, but let me see if I can go here and find the Fibonacci tool where it's at. Here, Fibonacci retracement. Okay, in order to figure out a price target, I'm going to go from here, the bottom, up to the top. So my price target for Bitcoin would be to fall down here in this range somewhere. Let's do this. Let's move this over here. That's just the target out of the descending triangle. So if you can see it, Bitcoin has a higher probability of still dropping down into the 6,000 range, believe it or not. It doesn't mean it will. This is still a very young market. The volume is still light, okay? So technical analysis still, doesn't play out as much. It broke this. I have a next support level down here. Okay, so if I'm going down here, and again, I don't have any questions, so I'm just kind of showing you something that I did here recently. Okay, kind of go here, support level. In this particular case, Bitcoin might fall down to here, start to form some type of base, and then maybe reverse itself. Okay, but here's what I did. Now, one of the things about trading is I'm trying to, again, I have accumulation and I have trading. My accumulation is basically I'm just buying and holding. Certain coins that I'm looking at, which I'll be sharing in Thursday's classes, and we'll be building it together, that I just like to want to buy and hold. But then I want to trade and make money. So let me show you what I did. I'm going to go to Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Okay. Now let me drop into this 4-hour time frame. Let me show you what I did here, and it worked out beautiful. Let me erase some of this drawing items down here. Erase. Okay. There we go. Boom. Let's show you what I did. So the other day, now this is Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Okay, so whenever this chart is going up, that means Ethereum is strong against Bitcoin. When this chart is going down, Ethereum is weak against Bitcoin. So the first thing that you want to be able to do is learn how to read a chart, right, through price action. Now, if I just kind of back it out and you look at it, you should be able to clearly see that we found a bottom down here, formed a basing, broke out, and then it's just, and it's run. Yes, we're having this correction right here, but still, the overall trend is up. And I drew my trend line at the bottom, okay? And so that's positive. People are panicking. They're like, oh my God, everything's falling apart. Crypto's done. Well, look, this is the last low right here. Yes, we have these little minor lows, but I'm talking about the major areas, okay? Put in a low right here. So I could redraw this line. I drew this line. I could redraw it like that. Okay? So we're still doing fine, but let me show you what I did. Now, I had some Ethereum. And as a matter of fact, it was 25 Ethereum that I was trading with. 25. And so as this chart was going up, Bitcoin was getting weak. Okay? This is how you trade crypto. And so it found a top, and then it started to pull back. Okay? So when it started, let me zone in right here to this little level. When it started to pull back, I saw this inside bar pattern form. Okay? As a matter of fact, this is some of the things that I teach in my course. We have, let's draw it here. We have this inside bar formation right here. Okay. So if you see here, this is a I had a erase. Sorry about that. I'm forgetting. Let me do it again. Let's try that. Let's try that. There we go. Okay, so there we go. Now, I saw this inside bar pattern here and here. This is called a coiling inside bar pattern. Whenever you see these highs, these lows, the lows are sloping up, the highs are sloping down. Okay? This is a coiling inside bar pattern. Now, when I see these inside bar patterns, they're either going to spark the continuation of the move or reversal point. And so we don't know which way it's going to do. But if you notice my yellow box, what I did was, and it wasn't right there, it was where that black line is. So right there. Okay. So right there, what I did was, I said, you know what? I've got 25 Ethereum. And I saw this inside bar coiling pattern, which is a very, very strong consolidation pattern. Okay. Then I put this sell stop order right here. And a sell stop order, then what I did was I basically said that if this rolls over, okay, so out of this pattern, if it rolls over. Now I did a sell stop because this stuff can move quick. And if that move, the downside occurs fast, I want to sell my Ethereum for Bitcoin. Because what will happen is, let me erase this now. If this does roll over, then that means that Ethereum is now getting weak against Bitcoin. But up here, Bitcoin is cheap. So I can sell my Ethereum for cheap Bitcoin. Okay, and since I saw this coiling inside bar pattern, right, I put the sell stop order underneath it. Now, I didn't put a order above it because I already have Ethereum. And if this chart continued to go to the upside, it was fine. So let's see what happened. Okay, so check this out. Now, if you notice, price did break through. Okay, I'm just working on my, there we go. Sorry, I got this WebEx here. Price broke through this inside bar pattern. So this is the mother bar low. It broke through it. Now, I sold my Ethereum for Bitcoin, and look what happened. It formed what's called a long-tailed bar. Now, this long-tailed bar also produced a fake out, something else that I teach in my course. It's a fake out signal. And in this chart, rocket ship to the upside. But I was out of my Ethereum, and now I had Bitcoin. And I think it was like 0.53 Bitcoin at the time. So I was able to get some cheap Bitcoin. So then what I did, now I'm going to back this chart out. My drawing items are going to erase. Let me back this out real quick. You know, TradingView is not my primary software, but here we go. So I have this yellow circle. So what I did was, as it was going up, nothing. I still have my Bitcoin. That's the thing to remember. Was I pissed off that this chart kept going up? Yeah, I wasn't happy about it because my Ethereum could have bought more Bitcoin. But, I mean, I still got the cheap Bitcoin. So you have to understand that even though this chart kept going to the upside, I still was able to buy Bitcoin for cheap. Then what I did was I waited patiently. And then look what happened. Okay? Went up, broke through, and then it started making lower lows and lower highs. See, look, here's a high. Let me get this drawing item out of the way, guys. Here's a low. Here's a high. So first potential clue that this chart was going to come back to the downside was right here. Okay, and also for those of you in technical analysis, this 3 candle pattern is an evening star candle pattern, okay? It's a bearish candle pattern. So what happened was, okay, first clue. Now again, I still got my Bitcoin. Understand, that's what's so beautiful about cryptocurrency is, yeah, I could have got it cheaper, but I'm okay because I still got it cheap. But then look what happened. Came through and it broke through the support here. And for technical analysis, you guys know old support becomes new resistance. So look what happened. Bounced back up, tested that old support, and slapped a bearish engulfing right there. Okay? I'm not doing anything because I sold my Ethereum for Bitcoin right here. So if I turn around and sell my Bitcoin for Ethereum here, I lose because this is the level, this black line. Okay? In order for me to win, it's got to be below that line. Now, when I say win, this is I still have the Bitcoin. Understand, I still have the Bitcoin. This is what's so beautiful. Okay? Now, so it formed that lower high, and then it kept going to the downside. And look, now it formed a lower low. So we would expect it to pull up, and boom. Now, I'm going to erase some of this. Where's it going to go? Well, we could use our Fibonacci tool. And again, I'm not too familiar with the trading view, but I need to start making sure that I get good at the trading view chart. Not the charts, but all the little indicators. I still don't know where things are. Because I use TTM Ameritrade, not a recommendation to buy or sell. That's the broker that I use. Fibonacci. Okay, we're going to go here. Low to high. Okay, low to high. And so right now it's at a 50% Fibonacci level. Right there. Okay, 50% Fibonacci level. And so it could find resistance there and roll over. It might break through the 50% and come up to the 61.8 and then roll over. It could even come way up here to the 78.6. Now, if it breaks the 78.6, then it could be shifting back to an uptrend. But right now, this is in a downtrend, and there's certain levels, okay, there's certain levels that it could roll over. But here's the deal. If it does roll over, so let's say it goes up, I would expect it to come down to my diagonal trend line. This is my support level, right? So let's look at the bigger picture. Kind of drew it in here. Remember that line that I showed you earlier? And I guess we could move it, connect these lows a little bit more. Now down to here, I mean, it's a zone or area. Okay, so I would expect it to come, and then once it, maybe comes up here, bounce back, continue its way upward. But here's the deal. Look what I did. Okay. So let's take another Fibonacci. This is very important. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a Fibonacci tool again. Here, let me find it. Fibonacci retracement. Now, I don't want to get rid of that line, but let's go from low to high. I want to show you. Let me do that again and explain. I just don't want to erase my my line right here. So let me draw another one. Trend line. And let me make this trend line black. Let me make it a little bit smaller. Okay, so right here, low, there. So this is the support level. So whenever it broke through the support level, technical analysis, we're going to measure measure from the low to the high. That's the length that we would expect it to go, okay, for this pattern, for this breakout, because this is a breakout to play out. I'm looking at the 161.8 and the 200 level. So what I did was, because I had a longer term support level here, right at this key level, I put an order right there. Now, remember, I have 0.53 Bitcoin, give or take. I can't remember exactly. And I did this on Coinbase Pro, okay, just so you know. And I started with 25 Ethereum, okay? I sold my Ethereum for Bitcoin right here. It went up. That sucks, but that's okay. It reversed right back to the downside. I saw this 161.8 level, and all I did was I measured the distance from the support up to the resistance, okay? And then it would project potential support levels after that breakout. And so I've got the 200 down here, but I chose the 161.8 because I had a longer term support area, okay? Longer term. Let me erase somebody. Well, I'll draw them in. Let me show you where that support level came from. Right there. So what I did was, that was resistance. Okay. Sorry, it's free. This is for free, the free software, so these little messages keep popping up. But right here, this acted as resistance. Once it broke, old resistance becomes new support. So I chose the 161.8 Fibonacci zone because it also coincided with a key level. Okay, that's very important. So then let's go back here. What I did was, remembering 0.53 Bitcoin, 0.53 Bitcoin. I had 25 Ethereum to start with. 25 Ethereum to start with. So I put an order. In this case, it was a sell limit order. So I wanted to sell my Bitcoin. I can't remember the exact number, but we'll just use this Fibonacci. It was around there. I wanted to sell that Bitcoin if it came down to this level. And I wanted to sell it for what? Ethereum. Why? Because if it's going down, that means Ethereum is getting weak against Bitcoin. So now my 0.53 Bitcoin can buy more Ethereum. So what I've done was, I didn't put any more money. I didn't go and have to go to Coinbase and buy more Ethereum. I'm trading the pairs to accumulate more. Okay, so let's go. So what I did was, now I put that limit order. Look what happened. Look at this wick. You can't make this stuff up, folks. This is crazy. It literally wicked down here. One thing good about that limit order is, I don't have to be sitting around the computer. If it goes that low, it's gonna trigger, unless it just goes so fast. Sometimes, especially in the world of crypto, to go right through it. But it didn't this time. It literally went down there, wicked my order, which means I now sold my Bitcoin. Remember, 0.53 Bitcoin. Let's go back to the drawn items. 0.53 Bitcoin. See, what I'm doing in this video is I'm showing you how to trade Ethereum against Bitcoin to accumulate more crypto. Okay? It doesn't matter. You could do it the other way. I could be doing it to accumulate more Bitcoin. Okay, so how to successfully trade Ethereum against Bitcoin. For profit, for maximum profit. So I put that order here. And look at that. It wicked and sold. So now, this is the best part. My 0.53 Bitcoin now bought me 29. So remember, I'm going to put this back over here. I started with 25 Ethereum. Started with 25 Ethereum. And then as it chart rode up, I sold it for Bitcoin for 0.53. Chart kept going up. Kind of pissed off, but that's okay. Got got this lower high, more of a descending triangle pattern. Okay, good. Weakness. Broke through, switch structure to downtrend. I had a support level and a Fibonacci level. I placed a sell limit order down here because if it were to go down, that means Bitcoin would be getting strong. I could buy more Ethereum. So now I got 29 Ethereum. So what is the net gain? Plus 4 Ethereum. So this is the equivalent of me buying 4 more Ethereum. But I didn't take any money out of my pocket. I traded the charts on Coinbase. I looked at TradingView. I put the orders on Coinbase. I got 4 Ethereum. So right now, if I go to Ethereum versus the US dollar, so we can see what it is in US dollars. I'm going to go here. Okay. This is from another thing. Remember, I have 4. I think that was 4. I have 4 Ethereum. So if I were to sell it right now, it's worth $167. So you times that by 4. So I'm going to take 167. Let's just do 167 even. Times 4. That's $668. So right now, okay, for those of you that just showed up, you have to watch this recording. I'm going to post it later as a special training video. But you need to watch it. You missed some huge concepts. Highly encourage you, when I post this later on YouTube, okay, to watch it. I'm also going to post in the membership area, but you missed it. So what I was able to do, guys, was I was able to gain 4 more Ethereum, valued right now at $668 for free. For free. Because of what I just said throughout the training video. I had Ethereum against Bitcoin. I sold Ethereum for cheap Bitcoin. And then when the chart rolled over, I bought back the Ethereum with that Bitcoin, and it produced a net gain of +4. So right now, if I were to sell those 4 free Ethereum, I would pocket $668. Okay. Now, you can do this on a smaller scale or a larger scale. But here's the deal. I'm not going to sell those 4 Ethereum yet. What I've done was, because again, this, if I take my Fibonacci tool, okay, and I measure, just like we did a minute ago, from low to high, look at that. The price target, the main price, is right here at the 200. But look, I've got this support level right here, okay? So what is it doing right now at the support level? It's basing. And where did that come from? Let me erase some of these charts. Okay, that came from right down here. Okay, right down here. So what are we doing right now? We're undecided. We're consolidating at a key support level. Now here's the thing. I can sell those 4 right now, and I'm going to make $668. That's cool, right? Hey, that paid car payment. Okay, might pay for some people's rent. I don't know, but look what we got going on right now. We've just got sideways consolidation. Nothing clean, just kind of a bunch of mess. Not even really any inside bar structures. So what I would do right now is I would just, and again, I'm still getting used to TradingView, guys. Here, that's the support level, right? Again, remember, support is a zone or area. So we've kind of got this little zone and area to work for. And I know people draw these channels, but again, I'm not really, forgive me, I am going to work on these charting package with TradingView because I use TTM Ameritrade. Not too familiar. Look, I'm also a price action trader. I look at price, and that's the main thing. Price trumps all. Price is the course indicators of the cart. Okay, a lot of people might use the MACD, the RSI, the CCI, and hey, that's cool. Okay, that's fine. That gives them, more of a visual into potential oversold areas or overbought areas, or when the momentum is shifting. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Had a little quick thing happen. I had to deal with it. Okay, so back here, this is my support level here. I don't know in this charting package, but again, this is more of a zoner area, okay? Remember, it's a zoner area, not an exact price. But here is the whole point of this. I have 4 free Ethereum. And I said it's free because it was free. I traded Ethereum for Bitcoin to earn that. If I sell it right now, I make over $650, which is fine. But if this starts to reverse and go back up, right, and go back up, then that means that, remember, now we're looking at Ethereum versus the US dollar. So what that means is Ethereum is getting strong against the dollar. So if I'm going to sell those Ethereum, don't I want to sell it when Ethereum is stronger than the dollar? So if I'm at a support area, now it could fall. I get it. If it falls down, guess I don't have to sell it. I can hold out. I've got 4 Ethereum. Okay? 4 Ethereum. So what I'm expecting to happen, and again, just because I expect it doesn't mean that it's going to. Understand that. But what I'm expecting is, now that it found support, and this is support because it's bounced off here several times. Okay, and again, take a look at it again. It's bounced off this area several times. And again, it's forming, it's doing what it should do at a key area. It's consolidating. But if I take that Fibonacci tool, Fibonacci, and I go from high to low, it's just showing me. It could come up to here and then roll over. It could come up to here and roll over, here and roll over, and even here and roll over. And if it comes way up to here, okay, then it's going to hit my diagonal trend line that I've got from the past. Because what I did, you can back it out and take a look at it, but my drawing items are going to erase. Take a look at it here. This is coming from way, because it's from the daily chart, so let's go back out here to the daily, just so you can get a visual. Where that trend line's coming from, erase this right here. And drawing items everywhere. So if I take this, erase that, take that, oops. Here, this is coming from way back here, June. I mean, we're in September, so all I did was I drew my trend line up here. It's forming more of a descending. But anyway, I drew that trend line. So going back to what we were looking at a minute, that's where that trend line came from. I just wanted to show you guys for this training video. So let's go back here. Let's try to remember how to make it big. The 4 hour. Back to what we're looking at. And let me zoom in here. So what I've done was, I think my Fibonacci tool was kind of in this area. Let me do this. Let me go back to the Fibonacci. Here. So, if you notice here, kind of around this area, this zone, okay, that order is at 197. So now what I'm doing is, now, again, I have it at 197, not quite in the middle. Have that order up there that what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell my Ethereum at 197 if this goes back up. Okay? So it hit the support. I'm expecting it to retrace up into this zone. And it may not make it up there. It might get here and then roll over, and then I can sell it there. Okay? Because the reality is I have 4 Ethereum free. So if I sell it now, I make over $600. But if I sell it at the 197, so if this does play out, 197 times 4, it's $788. So what I've done was I've successfully traded Ethereum against Bitcoin to accumulate more Ethereum and then sell that Ethereum. Okay, and if it hits my target of 197, then I'm going to sell it for $788. So that's free, and I can take that. I can pay my car, put it towards my house payment, whatever. So just recapping this little training video lesson was you've got to learn how to pair different pairs, and it doesn't have to be Ethereum against Bitcoin. It can be Ripple versus Bitcoin, Litecoin versus Ethereum. It doesn't matter. But learn how to trade these pairs to make more of the pair that you're looking for. So, for example, if I wanted to trade Ethereum versus Litecoin, then I would trade, let's say I had a bunch of Litecoin, and I wanted to accumulate more Litecoin. Then I could trade Litecoin versus Ethereum, and I would try to read the charts to accumulate more Litecoin. And then if I wanted to sell that Litecoin, look at the Litecoin against the US dollar to sell it. Okay. Bottom line is I got 4 Ethereum for free, and I'll be selling that, probably this week or so, as long as it stays above that support. Because again, my goal is to use that money. All right, everybody. Hopefully that training video lesson was helpful. We had several little hiccups along the way. I was getting multiple messages and things happening on other screens, but hopefully everything came out great. And hopefully that you learned something, okay? Learning how to trade these charts is very volatile market. Use that volatility to your advantage. I mean, look at this wick right here. These are slab long tail pin bars. I mean, this is a big old 4-hour long tail bullish pin bar. Can't beat it. All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed today's video lesson on how to get free Ethereum. Okay, it's just a matter of learning how to trade the charts, reading the price action, matching one pair with another pair, utilizing the strengths and the weaknesses to gain more cryptocurrency, and then ultimately selling that cryptocurrency for some more money. Okay, so if you would like to learn more about trading, whether it's option trading, Forex trading, and of course, cryptocurrency trading, then I highly encourage you to check out the university at www.tradingparttime.com/university, okay? And you're going to get a 7-day free trial, to get in there, attend the live classes, watch some of the recordings, and ultimately learn how to trade. All right, everybody. So I hope to see you in the membership area or in my next live trading class, right? www.tradingparttime.com/university. All right, everybody. Until next time, this is Trader Jeff Moore, author of the book Trading Part-Time, CEO, lead instructor of the Trading Part-Time University, and we'll see you